full version of this sheet, but whenever they decide that, I now put their total on the bottom here. How much is going to be their face, how much AD&D, how much for kids or grandkids. I put the subtotals in here, then I put on the bottom how much is going to be a month. So once I nudge him or her to go get their checkbook, they agree upon an amount. This is what I do. And please don't miss this. He's gone now. Brian left. Brian left to go get a checkbook.
Pretend I left.
Okay.
I'm gone.
So when he comes back, this is what's going to be sitting in front of him. That's going to be right there. And now I'm taking the information that he and I just went over, and I'm plugging his number that he agreed upon into the coverage amount, monthly premium, rider premium, total monthly premium. I'm putting that information now. He's come here. He's come back already. And I see him coming back. And as he sits down, he's going to do one of two things. He's either going to start writing right away. Can you read that paragraph for them so they can hear it?
You know I can't read, so no. Now that you've protected your final arrangements and your loved ones, please take a moment to think of any family, friends, neighbors, or co-workers who may benefit from the same great decision that you just made. Remember, the longer they wait, the longer they continue to put their loved ones at risk. I promise not to contact them for at least 48 hours, thus giving you the time to inform them of my call. Thank you.
Now, my prospect just read that. Now, I got my head down. I'm not sitting there waiting for him to write or nothing. I'm assuming he's going to write. So I'm putting those numbers in here. I'm taking information from the lead or whatever and putting it in the application. Now, some 40% are just going to start writing. Mm-hmm. The others going to need a little nudge. How do we nudge them? How do we nudge them? How do we encourage them to fill it out when they already... What are some rebuttals they're going to say to you? Come on, guys. Now you all talk at the same time. So just give me one.
I don't know anyone.
I don't know anyone. Come on, Miss Tania. A woman with a smile like yours, you have to know a few people. Just keep it moving. Give me some more.
Well, my family has covered.
I thought the same thing, but 4 years ago, my own pop passed away. He had nothing. I wish he'd had something in place versus nothing at all.
Do I have to fill this out right now?
Absolutely. If you fill it out right now, I'm not going to call them right now. I'm going to give you about a week or so to inform them of my call, but I'm very, very busy. I probably won't be calling them for about a week or two at the soonest.
I don't feel comfortable giving people's numbers out.
You know what, Mr. Dywood, I'm exactly the same way, but this last thing I want to see happen to you is that you have an opportunity right now to give me some of your loved ones, some people from your phone. I'm not a salesman. I just provide information. And I'm exactly the same way, but the last thing I want to see happen to you, sir, is that you have an opportunity right now to give me some names and numbers out of your phone. And I'm going to give your family and your friends just a no obligation phone call. And the only thing I'm going to say to them is, and I do this to my clients, listen, give me a name of one of your loved ones.
George.
Ring, 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 ring. Hello, good morning, George. Good morning, Master Peter. George? This is George. Hey, George, my name is Ty. Please don't hang up on me. I'm not a telemarketer, my friend. I got your number from your cousin, Dawood. I sat down with Dawood in his beautiful home in Bellevue. Him and his wife. Yes, exactly. Danielle and Dawood. Great. Hey, listen. Hey, wonderful wedding you guys had. I seen those pictures on the wall when you got married down there in Aruba. Well done, my friend. But anyway, the reason why I'm giving you a call is that, listen, I sat down with Dawood last week, and he got himself some life insurance coverage, and we have rates for as low as $15 a month, only $2 for kids or grandkids. And Dawood thought enough of you to make sure you had your final expense taken care of. Now listen, George, I have mornings, afternoons, and evenings available. What day and time works best for you? And I shut up and I do that right in front of my client. And they'll say, you know what? Okay. And they'll give me some names. Give me some more. More rebuttals.
Anybody catch the picture thing? Remember I told you the pictures on the wall? How important
It validates the fact that I was there.
Right.
Okay. I heard some more rebuttals. Now, no matter what rebuttal someone gives me, the reason why I keep this open is that they're going to, at some point, no matter what rebuttals they say, some people are not going to budge and give you names. Everyone agrees with that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This works every single time. Keep live referrals with you so that you can show, and I keep one of my more popular or one of my more lucrative ones near the top. I just went over this a couple weeks ago. So I usually keep one like this, one or two down. So it's on the very top. I'm going to hammer home my point first. And I'll say, no, Mr. Dawood, you may only have a few names like Miss Carla had a few days ago. She lives in the Arlington section of Pittsburgh. Or you might have a few names, maybe 6 or 7 like this woman over here had. Here's a great one. Well, see, I sat down, I wrote Miss Marlene, who lived up the street from my church. I'm validating the fact that I'm a believer. She lived up the street from my church. I want people back from people they like. I'm trying to credible myself in the character who I am. She lived up the street from my home. They don't have to know that. I say that so they understand the importance of the character of the person who they're sitting in front of. Now, she said exactly what you said, Mr. Dawood. But listen, she said exactly the same thing. But I encourage her to give me some names. I want to show you something, Mr. Dawood. The check marks means that her mom, Miss Marlene, got some insurance, her twin sister, her fiance. The check marks mean I wrote them only because she thought enough of them to do so. So I want to encourage you. Oh, additionally, the X's mean they weren't interested at the time, and the question marks means I have a pending appointment with them. So listen, the last thing I want to see happen to you is you have an opportunity to give me a few names from your phone. I'm not a salesman. I'm going to simply do some information over the phone with them. I'll set an appointment which is conducive to their schedule. That way you, if something, see, you're taking care of your final expenses now, and you're well taken care of. But what if something happens with George? He has nothing. All I'm asking you for is his information. And I get quiet, I keep writing. I don't want to spend too much time about it, making it a big stink. I make a couple comments, and I keep writing. I make a couple comments, and I keep writing. I don't want to put too much focus on it. I want them to show, listen, they all said what you said. You may only have one or two, or you may have 6 or 7. And I keep it moving. But I don't carry these on me for poop and giggles. I carry them so I can show them to my clients. So carry some referrals on you and keep the notes on them so they can see these are live and they're all different penmanships. Don't do them all yourself. Clients are not that stupid. Make sure you have them in different handwritings so people can see. And that's how I get it. But the easiest way I get more than anybody else is by showing live copies of referrals.